Alright guys, welcome back to post market recap. Hope you guys managed well. I just sat on my hands, didn't do much. I had some small position in DKNG with Boogie at the end of the day. Other than that, just sat on my hands. The reason being is because I am in Amazon. I'm just managing my some current positions I am in, so not rushing into trades. Indexes are at the top of action near the all-time highs. Do we break out or do we consolidate there, right? So it's very important that you manage and sometimes just sit on your hands. And if you're playing, you go in small. You don't just sit there to trade every day. Right? Watching the markets every day is one thing, but trading every day is dangerous because you're not going to be right every day. So the more patience you have, sometimes you might hit 5 trades in a day, sometimes you might have none. Right? For the last few 6 to 10 weeks, we absolutely were on tier mode. We caught this entire run right here on the SPL. We caught this entire run. We caught so many stocks. Like you name it, we caught them, right? And now, when it's near the top right here, why not be a little patient, right? In tonight's session, I'm gonna cover the trading psychology. Obviously, why not be a little patient here? This looks like a very nice bull flag. It looks amazing. It broke out. It should go higher. But again, levels is what matters. If we hold levels, your patterns will be in there no matter what. So SPY, we spoke today that some of you guys scalped it during the day. Congrats. Let's look at the 5-minute chart very quickly. Right, imagine scalping this chart 5 minutes. I mean, if you're very good with technical spine, you get it. But if you're not, then a lot of the guys probably tried scalping it here in the market, right on this candle right here, and they probably got screwed over. They probably stopped out right here, took their losses, and the market ripped again. You know, then some of the guys probably had FOMO here, fear of missing out. They probably bought in expecting SPY to go up, but it did not continue going up. It probably went sideways. What does that mean? The S&P options probably did not move as much on shorter time frames. If they probably stayed the same, right? You have to understand time decay on the daily or the 1 day after options, and then it continue going up. Some people probably got FOMO here that, oh, you know, it's going to rip up high, and then boom, to the downside. Bucky, congrats, by the way. He shorted SPY right here, puts. Right, congrats on that. And then he took his profits here, and then he shorted again here. Right, so he was very patient. I think he nailed it, so congrats. But even scalping is tough in this market. But right now we're just holding levels. Right, market looks super strong. Let's see if we can hold above 470 by the end of the week. It's very crucial. If we're unable to, there's a good chance we see 468 and lower. Right, overall, one thing: patience will win. I promise you guys. Qs, same thing. Closed much higher than yesterday, and if we look at SPY, it had a little, it gave up some gains near the top of the action. SPY might even go like this. I'm just trying to look for this disconnect between Qs and SPY. I don't know if we're going to get it. We will get it soon or not. But Qs, let's see if it can take out the all-time highs. If it does, then we do have some stocks which we're in, and we might nail them. But again, similar to SPY also, this level will be very hard. 399, 400 will be very hard. But if we take about 400, we hold, then guess what? The uptrend stays. And then this week, I believe in 4 days, based on the news, so Friday or Saturday, I believe Jerome Powell, there is some voting going on if he's going to be back in or not, right? I hope he is. So let's see how the market may react to that. Financials, just basing above here. I haven't covered financials for a while. There's a reason, because they had their little run, and I just want them to break out before I cover them. Today I was looking at the chart, a nice little bull flag pattern, right? It's just in sideways, no volatility, no nothing. They're just chewing up premium, killing premium. There's one gap fill. Either the market dips and we get this gap fill. Along with this gap fill, we get this 50-day MA touch. And if we bounce here, I will probably play to the upside, or I'll simply wait until it takes out this $40 or 70-cent level near all-time highs, 88, right? All-time highs. But in between, I don't want to get caught in financials. All right, we can see by looking at stocks like Goldman Sachs. How do you know which way the stock's gonna go? It's just killing premium in both ways, as you can see, right? You could have caught this little bounce here off the 50-day MA, but it's not a big move. The premiums are very expensive on these options, so you have to know what you're playing and why you're playing it. Here, we're completely stuck in the chop zone, right? So not until Goldman Sachs takes out this 420 level and holds, we play to the upside, or we get a nice little dip towards 372, 200-day moving day average, and we catch the $10 bounce, okay? But in here, in between, is very hard to play. Energy stocks, XLE, similar to financials. XLE, I am bullish on them. There is just retesting and holding above this zone very nicely, right? And the longer we hold up here, I think the more explosive move. And if we can hold close above this level of 59.50-ish, so I'll give you guys a number right here. XLE above 59 hold. you can probably place $62 or 63 calls a few weeks out, right? They may be in play. And on this, you should be very disciplined. There should be a stop out at 58.50, the ratio trade. Remember ratio? You stop out with 15-20% losses, or you hold until you get 70-80%, okay? So you're being picky with your trades, you have a likely chance to win. And Moderna, congrats on the guys that caught this move right here. Amazing play, right? You guys caught it here. Moderna on a small pop in the morning. They raised the premium, obviously, and then you guys took the exits right at the top. So congrats, and I think a lot of you guys took the exits. And but Moderna is just chilling here at a very strong support level, right? In the coming days, do we move up higher? It's simple. If we close above the 200-day moving day average, consolidate here, and build a little bull flag, maybe we play this to the upside. Pfizer, 2-decade chart in play. Pfizer, 2 decades. It's go on the monthly chart. I've gone over it many times. Is holding beautifully above this level right here, above this zone when the news came. Right, you guys gotta start analyzing charts a little differently now. News came, right? Ripped through, consolidated here, and we had earnings also. Know all these things when analyzing the chart. It's not just patterns alone, right? Earnings dipped and recovered, and then after 2 days, news came, held few days, retested, and then a power moved through, and then going towards 50, and now is consolidating just near this range, which is tough resistance. So I expect Pfizer to do some stuff here up and down, and once we take out or close near all-time highs above 50-50 or so on, it's a likely uptrend in the making. If you're in any of the calls, you're up, manage. This can easily fail and come fill this gap. It's possible. All right. And then we have Amazon. Not doing much, except not doing much. The only thing I see it doing is you can go on Twitter, look at these tweezer top candles, whatever these are called, right? Oh, this is bearish or what might be, and play to the downside. I see what you're seeing, but you better see this, that not because I love this stock, but technically I have no emotions attached here, right? Is holding above these levels right here. Okay, so let me just change the color of this box so you guys can see it more clearly, right? Is holding this level right here, is holding above it. For me, I'm just looking at the price action here. I'm not looking at no candle, right? I'll look at candles on an uptrend when I need to manage my positions. But for now, we're holding this above this level. We're trying to take this out. There's some sellers here with some little strength. If we take out 35.60, 35.80, we likely see higher, and then we see wait until 3600. To the downside, we have all the way towards 200-day moving day average or 3300. Why should you know your downside? It helps you manage your account. It helps you manage your position sizing, so that you're not going in too heavy. All right. So these are the things that you guys need to know as a trader. And for the last 3-4 days, I've just been sitting on my hands. I added a small position in Amazon next week because if it does break through, I think the returns are going to be very high on those. That's the reason I went in those. DKNG. We've been looking on this stock for a while. T's sits near me these days on this side, and so we analyze the charts together. And DKNG is a potential bounce play, right? Here, it built a little long bearish flag, unable to break 50.47, right? 51.30 is the number, unable to break it. And you guys see this now, 51.30. If you guys remember here, until 51.30, I will not enter. Many people probably bought longs here. I know that some people, their hands itch, they just see bullishness, right? But until this is why you play levels. It was unable to get 51.30, so we didn't play it. So we avoided this entire move. However, now, just looking at this chart is down a lot from $72 to $40, right? That's a huge move down, and this is a very strong support level. So me, I was sitting on my hands, I saved my cash, and I said to myself, you know what, this might be a great support zone, right? Just right here. And there's a good chance that we bounce above this zone towards $42. Then after 42, maybe it comes lower, I have no idea, okay? So I'm just playing the sport. Maybe we get there tomorrow, maybe Thursday, and I'll take my profits, whatever I get. I went in small, 35 cents a contract. If I get more than 50 cents, I'll happily take my profits. Google, nice uptrend, very nice uptrend, holding well, right? But again, the only thing here is don't get stuck in the toppy action. And if Google takes out all-time highs, then we likely see 3,200, 3,300 with tech strong. Right, but for now, Google just flagging is holding very well. As a hedge, I'll probably buy 2,800 a few weeks out of puts. If the market dumps, then Google will play big. But as of now, Google just backtesting and is holding very strong. Microsoft, just an amazing stock, all-time highs again today. Nothing but bullishness until we see some weakness. I'm waiting to short Microsoft, and I've been waiting for many weeks now, right? I did catch this move, but I didn't play it. It's okay. I'm gonna wait until here higher, and let's see. But for now, I will not fight that trend. I'm gonna wait until I get a nice little proper signal, and I will sell premium above, so that even if it goes sideways, does nothing, I still make money. Okay. Next we have what else we have here? Uber. We had the news today. Uber. We had the news today on the CEO data. We went over pre-market. If you were in here with me, the stock did well. It held, right, but there wasn't a lot of strength like I wanted. So we might get this gap fill right here. It's a very good possibility that we get this gap fill here, right, which is just 39.40. So here we see what the stock does, and maybe we buy, right? And or if it takes a 46.47, then I'll pay to the upside. But in between here, don't get caught in the gambler's zone. Okay, it's a walking casino if you get caught in the chop. Just remember that. Any ticker, just type it in, guys. Another stock that I like is what was it? Which one did we add? NOW. Sorry, I was looking at it today. Is coming back in play. NOW. Keep in mind, we played this a few weeks back. Earnings came out very strong, gave up gains. But with this move, one good thing, the IV has decreased a little bit, and we can get some good options above 700. If it takes out 700 or 694, we can get some fairly well priced options to the upside for 720. But 694 is a must, and we do have some gaps which is leaving behind, which I don't like. However, above 694, and if it gets a 700 hold, we might get that $20 point pop on NOW, which we will catch. All right. Disney, somebody was talking about this in the group. For now, nothing but weak. It's just closing lower than the opening price each and every day. Down on earnings, a lot of sell volume. On Disney, there are some gaps which are remaining to be filled. And trust me, these gaps are very possible that Disney comes and fills. Okay, this move, don't forget that Disney almost more than doubled during the pandemic. And for it to come back to 125, it's not too far. However, this is a very strong support level. We might not get here at all. This is a very strong support level, right? So if the market stays strong and there's no weakness, then this obviously can see much higher. And if Disney Prime or something, they announce a price increase or anything like that, then the stock reverses to the upside. Palantir, year 2030, we're about to break 23. But jokes apart, is holding very well. Is holding very well here. If we take out Monday's high was 23.52. If we take out 23.52 on Palantir, we might get that $1 move, and our trade is over, which we're in. And at that $1, we take our profits. All right, we take our profits and we're out of the trade. If investing for long term, then that's different. Then these dips, you should be taking advantage to buy some equity. It is a strong company, right? Balance sheet is strong, so look into it. A lot of hedge funds are loading this name, right? And DKNG also, guys, DraftKings, a lot of hedge funds are loading DraftKings here. I'll just bring some reports during market research. That's one of the reasons that I actually bought the stock. And guys, with this, tonight's session will be very important. I'll be covering psychology of trading markets. Something that I've never covered before, but obviously I know a lot about it. I've been in the market for 10 years, and I think I can probably help some of you guys. And I'll answer some Q&A regarding your emotions during the market, how I handle, how am I able to sit on my hands so quietly on trading, right? Sometimes I don't trade at all for a week or 2 weeks, but I'm here watching the market, sitting just watching, right? And but yeah, so psychology, let's go over it. Certain things, how the market makers play with your mind, with the tricks they play, right? And why the levels work with that. And thank you for attending Post Market. And I hope this made sense to you guys. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to my Stock Life channel. And we'll see you guys at 7 o'clock in Zoom. I'll provide the link in Discord. God bless. Trade safe, manage, trade less. In this market, you don't want to trade too much and go with heavy positions. Trade less, protect your gains. God bless.